Hey everyone, I'm Steve Nash.
And I'm Michaela DiCesare, and here's our review of Acsension. In Acsension, players are trying to get honor points. It's a deck-building game like Dominion and Thunderstone. In the box, you'll find a playing board with a turn summary printed on it and places for each of the decks. Tokens which represent honor, the white ones count as 1 and the red ones count as 5. A deck of cards containing monsters, artifacts, heroes, etc. Mystic cards and infantry cards, apprentice cards and militia cards, and finally a cultist card, which we call the hobo. The game is played until all the honor tokens are collected by the players.
Here's how to set up the game. Place the board in the center of the table and place all the mystic cards and infantry cards in their appropriate box. Next to those cards, you'll place the hobo card. Shuffle the deck of random cards and place that next to the void box on the board and flip over 6 of those cards into the center row. Give each player 8 apprentice cards and 2 militia cards. This will be your starting deck. So shuffle those cards and place them in front of you. Each player then draws 5 cards. You are now ready to start playing.
During a player's turn, he will go through 3 phases. The first phase is to play cards from your hand to acquire runes, which is like money, or power, which is used to kill monsters. Once you've played those cards, you can use the runes or power from those cards to buy or kill cards in the center row. Once you've bought or killed cards, all the cards in your hand and the ones you just bought go into your discard pile. If you killed a monster, it goes into the void and you collect its reward, which is usually honor tokens. The last thing you do is draw 5 cards from your deck. If you can't, reshuffle all your discarded cards and form a new deck.
Let me explain some of the cards you'll encounter during the game. The monsters are simple enough to understand. If you have enough power, just kill it and receive its reward. Then flip over a new card into the empty space. The hero cards will give you special abilities when you play them. To buy a hero, simply waste enough runes and buy that card. Every time you take a card, you replace it with a new one from the deck. The other cards you can buy are constructs, and these cards will stay down in front of you when you play them from your hand. These cards will give you that ability every turn. Finally, you have the mystic and the infantry cards. These cards are always available for buying. If you find yourself with power of 2 but have nowhere to spend, you can smack the hobo to get an honor token. The hobo is the only card which never goes to void and can get smacked over and over again, like those chickens in Zelda.
As players take turns, they build up their deck by buying cards they want to use in later turns. The more powerful a card is, the more it will cost you to buy it. When you play hero cards from your hand, they will give you special abilities, runes, honor, and even power. So when buying cards, make sure you're buying cards you need and not just cards that you can afford. Each card has a star at the bottom of them. These stars are honor points which will be added to your tokens at the end of the game. The game ends when the last token is collected. Each player then has an extra turn to collect their final honor points. To see who wins, add up your honor tokens with all the honor in your deck. The one with the highest honor wins the game.
It's a fast-paced deck-building game with some elements of strategy, but mostly luck. You draw cards, you buy the best available, and you move on. When winning the game, you don't really feel like you've earned it. You simply got the right cards in the center row when it was your turn. Just keep buying cards that make you draw and you'll increase your chances of winning drastically. There is a little strategy. You can go with buying lots of constructs, if you're lucky enough for them to appear in the center row on your turn, or you can go for power and just kill monsters. Again, if you're lucky enough to have monsters in the center row during your turn. As a variant rule, try playing with 10 cards in the center row. The more choices a player has, the more strategy you add to the game. The cool thing about the game is that there is a board and the construct or artifacts, as we like to call them, stay on the board until they are removed. It's a great game to get players into deck building games, and it's easy to teach the rules to your group. Just let them watch our review 4 minutes before playing. The production quality is really nice, but the artwork needs more attention. The rulebook is good, but doesn't explain too well when to replace cards in the center. We like this game nonetheless, and we're giving it a 7 on 10.